Welcome to Core Content today for February 1st, 2023. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each one of these stories there. You can read about them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'll love to hear from you. Also, hey, thanks for your support. I really do appreciate everybody, as we're not in the office, we're not in the studio, supporting the videos. I really do appreciate your support. It's really good to be back. I've been really enjoying it. These videos may be one of my favorite things I do here, so I really appreciate everybody's kind words and support. But could you help me grow? Could you help me support this channel and support all the staff? All you have to do is let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here by hitting that subscribe button, by hitting that thumbs up. You let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping me support my family. So with that said, let's dive into the news of the day, starting off with a really good deal. If you are thinking about getting Paramount Plus, are not sure, Peacock's coming out, they have a lot of sports coming up and a whole lot more on CBS. Right now, you can get 1 month free, even if you were a previous customer. This is for new and returning customers with a special code. Now, the code is in the email, or for you to enter at checkout, is in the links down below. If you're interested in trying Paramount Plus for a month free, check out the link down below. Speaking of free, let's dive into the first big news story today. Peacock is no longer offering the free tier to new customers. Now, if you are already a Peacock free customer, you get to keep it. If you are a paid customer and you cancel a previously paid customer, currently paid customer, however you want to say it, and you cancel it, you will default to the free tier. New customers will not. So new customers, if you're not a Peacock customer, cannot get the free tier. You must pay with that out there. Now, currently Peacock's pricing is either $4.99 for the premium or Premium Plus for $9.99. And in short, Peacock is focusing on their paid tiers. Not a big surprise. Last year, Comcast executives said they intended to eventually even stop offering the free tier to their internet customers. Currently, if you're a TV or internet customer, you can get Peacock for free, or you have been in the past. Now they're wanting to do away with that to get people into the paid. Peacock struggled at times with subscriber numbers not growing quite as fast as its competition in like HBO Max or Paramount Plus, for example. But it's still got a good, solid following. They're really starting to lean into sports. They got the Big Ten deal that will allow them to have sports content from the Big Ten. They got NBC or Notre Dame football and more that's going to be coming to Peacock. Now, the thing here, though, is if you were only interested in the free tier, you're out of luck right now. But the reality is, most of these services are not making money. They're trying to find a way to become profitable. I bet that's what this is about. This is about saying, hey, too many people are just taking the free tier. Too many people are not going to the paid tier. They have about 20 million at the most recent number paying subscribers, with 30 million total active, so 10 million people on the free tier. And that compares to 46 million for Paramount Plus, 73.7 million for Disney Plus, and 39.4 million for Hulu. So you can see why NBC is looking around saying, hey, we should have bigger subscriber numbers. We got to figure out how to drive that up. Maybe explain why they're deciding to discontinue the paid or the free version to encourage the paid version. All right, let's keep moving. Cord cutting has been a booming trend recently. Inflation is forcing more and more Americans to look for cheaper everything, including TV, but also internet. T-Mobile reported their fourth quarter 2022 numbers. They added 524,000 new 5G home internet customers. In total, added 2 million 5G home internet customers in 2022, and now has 2.6 million high-speed home internet customers. Clearly, the demand for other internet options is growing rapidly. T-Mobile really wants to be one of the options there. Verizon, Starlink, Amazon's even intending to launch a home internet service. There's demand for other home internet services. And what we're seeing is people are actually starting to take advantage of it. 2.6 million people now have T-Mobile home internet. Would not be surprised to find out there's a similar number for Verizon. You look at Starlink and other places. And for example, we were kind of shocked to see Comcast's internet ads were well below what we saw. For a long time, people said, well, people cancel Comcast TV and just get their internet. That's not been happening in the numbers we expected it. And I think increasingly that comes down to the fact that there are more and more options. You may be saying, well, T-Mobile's not fast enough. 100 down is not enough for me. Well, 100 down, you only need 15 for a 4K HD stream from, or 4K HDR stream from Netflix. So you can run multiple 4K HDR streams. Most people are not playing video games. Most people just want to check Facebook, stream a little YouTube, watch Netflix. And honestly, T-Mobile home internet, it's not a bad option for that. Especially with this being for people in areas where there were no competition. There are still many people out there who only have 1 or maybe 2 home internet options. Increasingly, we're getting close to the fact that you can have 5 or 6. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Are you a T-Mobile home internet customer? Leave me a comment, let me know. I'll also love to know if you're considering it. What has held you back from it, or are you interested in it? All right, so we ran a survey here. Thank you to everybody who filled this out. Over 2,000 of our viewers and readers here told us all about their cord cutting experiences, including what they plan to buy. So we did a survey. One of the questions we asked was, this year in 2023, do you intend to buy a streaming player? If so, what streaming player do you intend to buy? And Roku absolutely dominated this market. 14.8% of cord cutters plan to buy a Roku in 2023, compared to just 4.4% Fire TV and 3.6% Apple TV. Now, 73% of you said you did not plan to buy a streaming player, but of those who did, Roku was more than double the Apple TV and Fire TV combined. So I got a question for you. Why? I like Roku. I have a Fire TV. I have an Apple TV. I like all of them. But why is it that for everybody who picked Roku, why did you pick Roku? If you picked a Fire TV, why Fire TV? Or Apple, why Apple? Leave me a comment, let me know. But clearly, the leading market share is Roku. Now, what's interesting here is as we move to more smart TVs, Roku's dominating that too. 1 in 3 smart TVs sold in the United States runs a Roku OS. Roku's actually going to start releasing their own branded smart TVs. So we'll see what happens here. Roku seems to be very well placed to dominate the streaming market for years to come. All right, if you have YouTube TV, you may have noticed this morning that Major League Baseball Network is not on it. They were having contract renewals, apparently unable to do it, and YouTube pulled Major League Baseball from their lineup from YouTube TV yesterday. I would have suspected they're still negotiating. The MLB season's still about a month plus away, but in short, I think a lot of these are going to become more and more common. More cable providers, more streaming services are looking at networks who want a big pay raise and saying, hey, we have 2 options. Either we drop your network or we have to charge our customers more. Inflation, competition's here. How many people really care about Major League Baseball? And I think increasingly a lot of people are saying, just not worth it. So keep a close eye on this, but I suspect that more and more people are going to be deciding that, or more and more services are going to be deciding that blackouts are better than paying the higher demands. I do not know how much Major League Baseball wanted, but I do suspect it was a price hike. Sports are one of the few areas where ad revenue is still very good. But for YouTube TV, they're saying, hey, that's great for you, but then we may have to raise our price, and we don't want to do that. So it's better for us when we look at how many people actually watch your network to say, hey, losing that small sliver, possibly, versus the bigger picture of all the people who don't watch your network is worth it. Look for these to become more and more common. We're hearing talk that Comcast and others are also starting to crack down on the demands for higher and higher payments. So let me know, would you rather have some networks go dark, or would you rather pay more money? Leave me a comment. All right, King of the Hill is my wife's absolute favorite TV show. I'm very excited that it's coming back. Hulu has announced yesterday that it was kind of announced that they were working on it, shopping around, looking for options, but the long drawn out King of the Hill 14th season is becoming a reality. Hulu has ordered a new season of King of the Hill. I've heard people call this a revival. I've heard people call this a reboot. It seems to be more of a continuation. It will include most of the original cast. Both co-creators are back. If you're a King of the Hill fan like I am, you're probably really excited about this. So what show, I heard Futurama's also coming back. What show would you like to see get a revival? Babylon 5 is probably my next one on the list. There's been talk of it, but it was going to go to the CW. Well, CW has new owners, and that's reportedly on hold. We'll have to wait and see what happens there with Babylon 5. But leave me a comment. What show would you like to see renewed? All right, Warner Brothers Discovery just made a major deal to bring a lot of their content to free streaming services. They announced a deal that the Roku channel this spring, and Tubi, I believe, may already start being live, will get a huge collection of Warner Brothers Discovery content, including content from HBO. Now this will come as a huge back catalog with content from HBO, HBO Max, Discovery Channel, HGTV, Food Network, TCL, Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers Television, and more will all have content coming to these. Now Tubi is going to get a ton of live series like the Warner Brothers TV family, reality, movies, all kinds of stuff here that's going to come from them. And of course, there will also be a huge catalog of on-demand movies and TV shows for the Roku channel and Tubi. This is a great deal, I think, all around. It gives Warner Brothers a way to monetize back catalog content. This is obviously not going to be brand new shows. This is going to be mostly older content, or looks like if I write some canceled shows that never saw air on the WB are not going to go to a fast streaming service here. But for you, the cord cutter is one more way to have a huge collection of movies and televisions and all kinds of stuff available at your fingertips for free with ads from the Roku channel and Tubi. So leave me a comment. What's your favorite free legal streaming service? I'd love to hear from you. All right, Apple is going to be launching, in our final story of the day, their Major League Soccer subscription service. Today is the day. So for $14.99 a month or $99 for the entire season, you can catch every single Major League Soccer in the United States. If you're a soccer fan, this is a really good deal. If you're an Apple TV Plus customer, they're going to give you a deal, $12 a month or $79 a year. If you already know you're going to do it, that's $79 for the entire season. It's a pretty good deal. But here you're going to get a huge collection of all the sporting events, plus highlights and more through your Apple TV. Don't want to pay for cable? Major League Soccer fan? This is a pretty good deal. With cable over $100 a month to get all the Major League Soccer events for under $100 a month or games, that's a pretty nice price. Hopefully more and more sports come out with better and better deals like this. It'll be interesting to see what happens with it. So there you go. Hey, we have a Q&A tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be right here on this YouTube channel answering your cord cutting related questions. We'd love to have your support there. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate your support. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video.